Good morning, viewers. It's Thursday morning, March 6, 2025, and I'm your host, Sunil Thakker of Sunny Talks Money. Welcome to ST Money's 7 a.m. early morning news, where we provide you the latest, concise, and precise stock market wrap with accurate figures and numbers. Wall Street's main indexes finished higher in choppy trading on Wednesday as investors cheered the likely easing of trade tensions between the US and major trading partners. Stocks turned positive after reports said President Trump was considering a 1 month delay of auto tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Equities extended gains after a White House announcement confirmed that Trump agreed to delay tariffs on some vehicles. Earlier, Wall Street had lost ground following mixed economic data and as investors also worried about a trade war. Stocks rose after President Trump announced a 1 month tariff extension for automakers. A late session run up in the US stocks capped another volatile day for global markets, a session that also featured extreme moves in European bonds and equities. Geopolitical news dominated sentiment once again, including a delay in the imposition of auto tariffs in Canada and Mexico by the White House. Wall Street remained focused on the latest developments around trade negotiations and how that could impact the economy and Federal Reserve decisions. After the White House decision, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed the day 486 points or 1.14% to 43,006 points. The S&P 500 rose over 1%, rebounding from a 2-day slide. The S&P 500 gained 64 points or 1.12% to 5,842, and the Nasdaq Composite gained 267 points or 1.46% to 18,552. Meanwhile, Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau spoke on Wednesday on tariffs with no apparent breakthrough in the trade tensions between the two countries. In a social media post Wednesday afternoon, Trump said he had told Trudeau that Canada's efforts to stop the flow of fentanyl into US weren't good enough. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said earlier on Wednesday that a decision was expected on Wednesday afternoon on the newly instated 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico and hinted at a possible compromise involving exemptions from some products. Trump hasn't so far indicated he plans to roll back either the taxes on Canadian and Mexican imports or the extra 10% tax on Chinese goods. These all went into effect on Tuesday, shaking out financial markets. The president made a brief reference to the prospect of higher consumer prices because of his tariffs in a congressional speech late on Tuesday. There will be little disturbance, he said, but we are okay with that. The president also said he would move forward with his plan on reciprocal tariffs, adjusting US levies to match those of other countries. Stocks in material, industrials, consumer discretionary, and communication services were the main drivers of the gains among the 11 sectors on the benchmark S&P 500. Energy and utilities were the biggest losers. Car maker stocks rose with Ford up 5.8% and General Motors up 7.2%. Tesla gained 2.6%. Chip maker Intel dropped 2.4% after Trump said on Tuesday that lawmakers should get rid of a law offering subsidies to the semiconductor industry. CrowdStrike fell 6.3% after the cybersecurity firm forecast first quarter revenue slightly below estimates. Huntingdale Ingalls jumped 12.3% after Trump said his administration would create an office of shipbuilding in the White House and offer tax incentives. Earlier in the session, an ISM report showed an unexpected rise in growth of the services sector in February. However, signs of increased input prices tempered optimism. Separately, ADP data showed private payrolls increased in February at the slowest pace in 7 months. The markets are on the tariff roller coaster. It has been on a wild ride, and traders expect more of that as they assess the latest tariff developments and brace for Friday's US payrolls report. The yield on the 10-year treasuries rose 4 basis points to 4.28%. The dollar dropped 1% against most major currencies. Oil sank to the lowest in about 6 months. West Texas Intermediate crude fell 2.7% to $66.45 a barrel. Spot gold rose 0.1% to $2,921 at Troy Arms. Bitcoin rose 3.3% to $90,637. And on the key events this week, US trade, initial jobless claims, wholesale inventories on Thursday, that's today. And tomorrow, you have the US jobs report, and the Fed Chair Jerome Powell gives a keynote speech at an event in New York, hosted by University of Chicago Booth School of Business. Investors now await Friday's crucial payrolls report. That's it for today, my dear viewers. And if you're enjoying our content, please do subscribe, like, and share this video as much as possible. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. In the meantime, happy investing, stay inspired, and remember, it is all about money.